Here are today's top stories. Tropical depression Verbena is expected to intensify into a tropical storm as it moves to the West Philippine Sea in 12 hours. The Department of Social Welfare and Development pre-positions over 1 million food packs to affected areas by tropical depression Verbena. Filipinos are urged to stay safe online this holiday season as the Department of Information and Communications Technology launches Oplan Paskong Sigurado. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. launches an AI-driven transparency portal for all projects of the Department of Public Works and Highways. This is the Pna Headlines. I am William Theo. Tropical depression Verbena has slightly intensified and may develop into a tropical storm within the next 12 hours. As of 10 a.m. today, Verbena is now over the Sulu Sea after passing over Guimaras and southwestern Panay. It was last seen over the coastal waters of Antique, packing maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 90 kilometers per hour. It is moving west-northwestward at 35 kilometers per hour and will pass by Cuyo Islands this afternoon before making landfall over the northern portion of Palawan tonight. Pag-asa said Verbena is expected to intensify further on its way to the West Philippine Sea and may reach its peak intensity on late Thursday or early Friday. Verbena will then exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Thursday morning. Heavy rainfall is expected over Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Palawan, Antique, Aklan, Capiz, Iloilo, Guimaras, Marinduque, Masbate, Negros Occidental, and Negros Oriental. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is raised over Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, the northern and central portions of Palawan including Calamian, Puyo, and Cagayancillo Islands and mainland Masbate. Signal number 1 is also in effect over Antique, Aklan, Capiz, Iloilo, Guimaras, Negros Occidental, Negros Oriental, and Cebu Province. Visayas, Mimaropa, Caraga, and Masbate will continue to experience rains with gusty winds due to Verbena. The rest of Bicol region and the rest of the Mindanao area will have cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. Meanwhile, Metro Manila, Cordillera Administrative Region, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, Cagayan, Isabela, Quirino, and Nueva Vizcaya will have cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms due to the shear line. The northeast monsoon or amihan will bring cloudy skies with rains over Pangasinan, while the rest of Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains. The Department of Social Welfare and Development has announced that it has prepared more than 1 million family food packs for areas that have been affected by tropical depression Verbena. DSWD spokesperson Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao said that as directed by Secretary Rex Gatchalian, field offices in Bicol region, Eastern and Central Visayas, Northern Mindanao, and Caraga are coordinating with concerned local government units to ensure adequate relief items are pre-positioned in areas that may be hit by the storm. Meanwhile, repacking operations are ongoing at the Luzon Disaster Resource Center in Pasay City and at the Visayas Disaster Resource Center in Mandaue City to replenish stocks distributed during the past disturbances. She reiterated that this is in line with the directives of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to ensure no family should go hungry during calamities. Aside from relief items, the DSWD is employing a mobile command center, a mobile kitchen to be installed in evacuation centers, water trucks, and water treatment units to ensure access to drinkable water. Meanwhile, the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, or NGCP, reports that restoration works are on the way after Verbena disabled 4 transmission lines in Visayas. The identified lines are the Santa Barbara Miagao San Joaquin 69 kilovolt line, which services the Iloilo 1 Electric Cooperative, the Iloilo La Paz 69 kilovolt line for Ileco 1 and More Electric and Power Corporation, Ubay Garcia 69 kilovolt line for Bohol 2 Electric Cooperative, and Paranas Kinapondan 69 kilovolt line for Eastern Samar Electric Cooperative. In a separate advisory, the NGCP said Cabatuan, Bolong, San Miguel, Oton, Tigbawan, Gimbal, Miagao, and San Joaquin substations are experiencing an unscheduled power interruption due to the damage to the Santa Barbara Miagao San Joaquin line. On the other hand, power in several parts of Bohol serviced by the Ubay Garcia line have already been restored. In other news, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, reminds the public to stay safe while going online this holiday season with the launch of Oplan Paskong Sigurado, or OPS. DICT Secretary Henry Aguda cited the need to strengthen the government's protection of digital spaces as it keeps up with growing online activity. The OPS calls for the public to be alert against online scams and report suspicious activities. The program is implemented in tandem with Oplan Cyberdome, a whole-of-government program to help secure online shopping platforms, e-wallet use, and remittances against threats from scammers. The DICT is working with law enforcement, telecommunication companies, and other partners on anti-scam operations and cybersecurity monitoring. Meanwhile, the agency has partnered with the University of the Philippines Diliman Extension Program to launch the Cybersecurity Micro-Credentials Program. The program seeks to train more cybersecurity professionals, which will fill up the gap of some 180,000 experts to protect at least 10% of the country's critical institutions and infrastructure. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Monday launched a new AI-driven transparency portal for the Department of Public Works and Highways, or DPWH, framing it as the government's strongest reform measure in flood control project anomalies. In a press briefing in Malacanang, Marcos described the portal as the third phase of his administration's response to the said scandal. He said that after identifying defective or non-existent projects and pinpointing those responsible, the next step is the systematic reform. The DPWH Transparency Portal allows anyone to search for infrastructure projects by location and instantly see implementing offices, contractors, budgets, accomplishments, target dates, procurement data, and official documents. Users may also tag projects as completed, defective, duplicate, unfinished, or even ghost. The portal features geotagged photos from pre-construction to completion and satellite images supplied by the Philippine Space Agency and private partners. Procurement live streams, including real-time bidding proceedings, are also integrated. And to make search easier, the portal includes a conversational AI assistant in Filipino and in English. The portal may be accessed through the link shown on your screen. In our business news, the first amusement park in Bayambang, Pangasinan is scheduled to open on November 29 to boost tourism, overall economic activity, and employment in the area. In an interview on Monday, Blue Sky Theme Park and Event Center Executive and Operations Assistant Jerwin Valero said 90% of the employees for the soft launch are residents of Bayambang. He added that they initially hired 60 staff for their soft opening and will add more as the grand opening approaches in the first quarter of 2026. The park will also have 12 food stalls for small and medium entrepreneurs in the town. The 4-hectare Blue Sky Theme and Event Center is part of the 67-hectare investment hub in Barangay Bani, known as Bayambang Metro, valued at 2.5 billion pesos. The park features a 50-meter high Ferris wheel and a roller coaster, along with 11 other rides wherein 3 of these are for children. It will soon have Snow World and an ice skating rink. With the entrance fee of 100 pesos and rides prices ranging from 50 to 100 pesos, the park hours in the November 29 soft launch are from 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. and on subsequent days it is open Fridays to Sundays from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Meanwhile, the newly inaugurated rice processing systems or RPS in Hamtik and Patnongon in Antique are expected to boost production in the province. The Department of Agriculture, Philippine Center for Post-Harvest Development and Mechanization or DA PhilMec turned over the 2 RPS worth 129 million pesos to the Kalipunan ng mga magsasaka sa Patnongon or Kamapat and Hamtik Multi-Purpose Cooperative or MPC on November 20. DA Antique Coordinating Office Head Sonny Guangco said the recipient cooperatives will be providing farmers access to these facilities from drying to milling. The Kamapat RPS is complete with rice mill, dryer, and warehouse worth over 63 million pesos, while the Hamtik MPC has rice mill, dryer, warehouse, hauling truck, forklift, weighing scale, and moisture meter amounting to over 60 million pesos. Guangco said the recipients will have to craft internal for the utilization and charges for the use to finance the cost of maintenance and operations. Farmers from other municipalities in the province could coordinate with the cooperatives for them to access the facilities. And those are the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. Stay with us for more news updates. And it is 30 days to go before Christmas. That is exactly 1 month. And let us remember that Christmas is a time to breathe, to savor life's simple gifts, and most importantly, to count our blessings. I am William Theo. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.